had a fantastic day helping Caldas de Reina with their brand. Well, I make it sound a lot grander than it actually was. I mean, I hope we were helpful, but I wasn't brought in to help Caldas de Reina. I was part of a focus group yesterday, helping them with a branding exercise. And hopefully we'll move on from Caldas de Reina. Subtitle, you're going to have to work hard to figure out what goes on in this town and grow to love it, or it'll grow on you. Caldas is a funny old place. Did you know it doesn't have any traffic lights? I didn't realize that. It's about 52,000 people, 8 museums. It has the most amazing culture and industry and everything. It's an incredible city. And yet it's quite reluctant to promote itself, and it takes a bit of getting to know. It passed me by, or I passed by it when I first saw Caldas de Reina. I wasn't bothered. I couldn't figure it out, but it grows on me every time I go there. Still, after 3 years, it grows on me more and more. It's an incredible town, and we are traditionally, as you would expect, if we're helping out with something in the town, we're going to have lunch as well, and we had a beautiful lunch. Great to see you yesterday, Tom and Toddy. And we ate at the wonderful Cafe Entero, or Casa Entero, I think it's called. And we drank Casa Americo, Dow White, Encruzado, no less. That was really crisp and dry and lovely. It's a spring wine, absolutely. Recommend that one, Casa Americo. A nice, easy one to remember, of course. And look at that, Casa Entero there since 1957. Wines and little snacks. It's like a tapas bar. I had fabulous mussels and chips. Not exactly a Belgian moule frite, but tapas mussels in a tomato sauce with some chips, some of that white wine. It was fantastic. And a wonderful cheesecake to finish. Absolutely wonderful. And then obviously you wander about, you go and inspect the phallus or not ordained, adorned. It's different. A phallus adorned street. And if anyone's concerned about that array, which is what I think is the collective noun for ceramic phalluses, they're okay. The umbrellas didn't do so well. The foliage, as it were, didn't do so well. But the ceramics weathered the storm, not so much the umbrellas. Don't look closely, Ethel, at that. And lovely to meet Dorothy at the focus group as well. Look at this, another thing I discovered yesterday. There is something called the Portugal Knitting Experience. You can travel around Portugal and you can be with knitting guru Dorothy there. I'm going to get her on the show and the people behind Resonate Tours at some point. You can do a knitting-based focused trip around Portugal. It's lovely to discover that alongside so many other things. The blowaway fact was, I think, the fact that Caldas has no traffic lights. And I didn't realize that until it was pointed out to me. What a place. What a place. And good luck to them with their branding exercise here on the Silver Coast. It's an incredible city, it really is, and it has definitely grown on me, as I suspect it will with anyone who's prepared to do the work of getting to know the place. Right, what else have we got? We've got that the viral phenomenon of Dubai chocolate. Has anyone tried that? I wonder. I want to share this with you and ask you if you have indeed tried it. It looks like it's pistachio based. It's like, I guess it's a European hybrid, isn't it? The flavors of the far side of Istanbul, perhaps, and the Europe we don't talk about so much. We're quite fixated, aren't we, in Western Europe with certain kind of culture and lifestyle. Europe is so much more than the EU, of course, and we'll come back to the EU because they've been bandying about a couple of hashtags. Be prepared and ready for anything. Over there in Brussels, but not in Brussels, I suspect further east. The pistachio-filled delicacy inspired by, here we go, Middle Eastern dessert. Easy mistake to make, right? The knafe dessert. No, the knafe dessert gained international fame through TikTok, where influencers raved, bloody influencers, getting on British TV and talking about Portugal. Thank you, everybody who watched that. Where influencers raved. Do you know, in 1 week, I went from influenza to influencer. Hey, you're welcome. Where influencers raved about its unique flavor and the simultaneously creamy and crunchy texture. Well, when you talk to me like that, I'm going to listen. Originally created by Fix Dessert Chocolatier in 2021, the sweet is handmade and can only be purchased in the United Arab States, which means it must cost about 50 quid a bar. However, Cheapskates around the world. Sorry, people who don't want to spend that sort of money have probably been making their own. Sarah Hamouda, founder of the Dubai-based store, stated she made the bar out of a desire to eat knafe, containing the kadayif pastry, chocolate with pastry, which she combined with pistachio cream filling, crunchy bits of kataifi, what is that? And a milk chocolate coating. I would. The craze began in 2023 when American influencer Maria Vejera posted a video on 2023. This is old news. Why has it resurfaced now? Not that I'm complaining. I'd like to try it. Video on the social network TikTok tasting a chocolate that she had considered a work of art. Hold on a minute. Excuse me, I'm salivating and coughing all at once here. The craze began in 23 then. She said it was a work of art, did Maria, amassing over 85 million views and igniting a global frenzy dubbed the Can't Get Kanefevit. Very good. Hamoudi's original Dubai chocolate has a relatively hefty price tag. Oh, it's only 17 euros. That's are they dinars, AEDs? Dinars of 68 and 25. I don't know what their component, what their small change is, but dinars, I'm guessing there. I'll be prepared to be put right in the chat about that, whatever an AED is. Sounds very serious. Associated with its method of production and premium ingredients, such as Belgian or Swiss milk chocolate. Portugal, thanks to Deagle for this, by the way. Portugal, like many other countries, saw an immediate surge in demand, with eager consumers rushing to stores to secure a taste of the coveted treat. From high-end chocolatiers to supermarket private labels, numerous alternatives have appeared on the market, hoping to satisfy consumers who are unable to buy the original. Jackie, are you watching this one? Have you made this yet? Have you made Dubai chocolate yet? And I'm sure she'll make the same joke. Chocolate, of course I do, darling. As demand quickly outpaces supply, online orders have skyrocketed. So Pingados have a 2.90. Here we go. Back to Portugal then. Pingados have a 2.99 70-gram bar. Swiss chocolate shop Lindt on March the 10th. They launched their version, which was put on sale in a Lisbon store and vanished within 40 minutes. Wow. Okay, all you entrepreneurs out there with access to a kitchen, get on, go for it, and we'll taste it live for you here. We'll give it a plug and give it a taste here on the Good Morning Portugal show. There you go, the viral phenomenon taking Portugal by storm, the Dubai chocolate. Thank you, Deagle, for that. Will you be trying some of that? Will Colin be trying some of that, I wonder? Does he have a sweet tooth? I can't remember. I think he does. We were eating donuts together, like a slow motion scene from Naked Gun on a beach on the Silver Coast just recently, I think. Colin joining us soon. We've got JMC is with us. Good morning to you, JMC. How are you? Bon dia, rapaziada. And the drawer of all things. Every kitchen has them. Yes, at least every kitchen I've owned. Bon dia. I'm sure you're not alone in that. Go look. Tell us the most weird thing in your drawer of all things this morning, if it's broadcastable, that is. One day a friend said, look, a plane carrier. And my other friend looked up. Look, a plane carrier. I don't get it. I don't think. Oh, I see. As in an aircraft carrier. Look, an aircraft carrier. Hola, bon dia from Lord and Lady Travanca. Good morning. Blessing us with your presence this morning. Oh, bon dia, Lord and Lady in the building. Bon dia from Pam as well. Ah, wow. You put your feet up, Pam. Looking forward to a relaxing day off today. Nice cup of tea and some of that Dubai chocolate, maybe. Mel's in. Thank you for your correspondence, Mel. I hope you've got the message from the two memes that I sent you this morning. Bon dia, Aviva as well. Great conversation. If you haven't seen that, check it out. That's if you have to join the back of the queue for my YouTube channel at the moment. There's a massive queue of people watching the ITV clip, which is now up on the channel. Do you know this week I've been called a fascist, a coward, and most lately a sellout as well. It's not easy being me. I'm going to have to soothe my sorrows and eat some Dubai chocolate later on. It's like a conspiracy to make me buy chocolate. Cacao comes from South America. How is the best chocolate from Belgium then? Raw material comes from South America. The Belgians know what to do with it, don't they? I went to the cinema again last night. Careful. Living the dream in Alcobaça, saw the 1946 film Camões. That sounds good. A man of many titles, yeah. Throw them at me. I can take it. Speaking of pistachios, is anyone else like me? Well, good morning to you, John. Good to see you. I can only eat them whilst cracking the shells. Yes, it's part of the process, isn't it? Look, I'll whisper this bit, John. Do you lick the shells as well? I sometimes do. For an extra bit of saltiness, I do lick the empty husk. Please don't take that out as a little edit. Everything must be in context. Colin and Pedro getting ready to talk to us this morning, and we've got Heather joining us. So I've got 3 minutes in which to squeeze some interesting things, I think, anyway. One of them is one of these nice little foodie memes. I'm trying to open up my own. I'm locked out of my own Portugal club as well now. Okay, how do I get in here? I wonder. That's weird. Because I wanted to show you this meme. I seem to be. Am I logged in or logged out? Let's see. Is this what you all mean about how difficult the Portugal club is? Maybe there is a little bit of a tech problem with school this morning. I'm trying to go in. There was this lovely thing I wanted to show you. Maybe I'll not struggle with that, and I'll find a different way of showing it to you. Okay. Morning to you as well, Paul, over on WhatsApp, 913-590-303. If you want to send anything to me, let me see if this is another alternative route into what I wanted to show you this morning. No, but that's a nice Portugal map, that relief map of Portugal. Have you seen that? That's a thing of beauty for sure. But no, I wanted to show you this thing of food. And actually, one part of it was the pastel de nata. I met somebody yesterday, and I don't want to out them because I don't want to make their life difficult. They've been in Portugal for 4 months now, and they hadn't until yesterday, with my encouragement, eaten a pastel de nata. I don't know how that's possible. And what concerned me more was the fact that they've got an IMA meeting soon. And honestly, if that had come up during the IMA meeting, I think that would have gone against them. I think it's part of the visa requirements that you eat a pastel de nata, at least daily. Never mind about your Dubai chocolate. Eat a pastel de nata daily here. Right. Can I get into my own? Oh, I know what's happened here. It's that Louisa Tanner is has put a spanner in the works this morning. And yes, I do want to log out. I want to get into my own flipping club here and show you this rather marvelous thing. Here we go. We can get in now because there's something I want to show you. These are supposed to be the beginner and advanced stages in relation to Portuguese food. And I take you now to the Portugal Club and our little thread of maps, memes, and fun stuff. And it's something that I posted up last night. So I'm going to the latest one now. Let me take you through this very quickly. I've got one more thing to share with you about some recent EU news as well this morning. Be prepared and ready for anything. What are they up to? Let me just add to stage and make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. And very quickly, we'll rattle through this. You see this newbie, of course, pastel de nata. Are you an expert? Are you a pro? Apparently, in the pro column, let's go straight to that because we haven't got much time. Falar de Valpassos. I'd try that. I've never seen that. Arroz de lamprey. Again, it's not the most appetizing looking thing, the lamprey stew with rice. And it's rather dark. And I think it's sort of blood-based. I'd try it if it was served up to me. The caldeirada de enguiche, which is eels. Again, we've cooked eels at home that we bought in a Portuguese supermarket. And café con cheirinho. Apparently, that's pro stuff when it comes to the food of Portugal. Pedro is giving us a nod behind the scenes there. A thumbs up. We may come back to that then. So before we bring these two gentlemen on, Colin is shaking his head in the other direction. No eels for him, I don't think. Very quickly then, we've got the EU. Now, vinyl's back. And apparently, so are shortwave radios. We're being urged to buy shortwave radios, everybody. If you want to, it's a bit like the pandemic again, isn't it? If you want a government contract, if you want to get in before the rush, buy yourself a shortwave radio. I'm ahead of that. We've got the official Good Morning Portugal shortwave radio. It's available in all local Chinese shops, not if you're Russian, no. It's got built-in tracking software, and it is FM. Fear-mongering. There you go. Approved by Ursula von der Leyen over at the EU there, who was telling us yesterday to be ready for anything and to be prepared. And I'm going to take that advice. I'm going to pick it up and run with it. And here's what I want to say to you with the help of Zé Povinho. Let's prepare for peace, love, and happiness this summer, everybody. And this spring is here. The sap is rising. Let's take the EU advice. Be prepared. Let's be ready for anything, especially my Gumper friends. Peace, love, and happiness. Right, let's give these gentlemen a massive round of applause. I know that Colin's always up for a bit of peace, love, and happiness. Let's give him a big round of applause and bring him onto the screen. Right, you old hippie. Peace and love.